Hello and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. So in the previous episode we talked together all of this stuff, and now I have waited until the appropriate time for Duna transfer, and I've already pointed my ship the right way. So now we get to try and see if this thing explodes horribly when we apply thrust to this monstrosity. So since this will probably take a fuck ton of time to do the burn, let's just start. And this so far does not look too bad. Nothing's broken off, nothing's died. The engines are of course quite happily overheating. I'm gonna switch to the map view, which does nothing for the lag. Fortunately, probably a large part of the video will be like this. Consider yourselves warned, this does not get any better. I don't think it will anyway. Especially considering just how many parts there are on this thing. We're docked together, that's like 200 plus parts between the three of these ships, so I'm gonna risk time warping. Strangely enough, the whole thing did not explode. Okay, 3x. Holy crap! This is me deeply surprised. I expected the whole thing to go kaboom the moment I hit 2x. I'm not gonna go for 4x, that one is an absolute fucking killer. But this should be okay. Our maneuver should take us to a nice Duna intersect here, if it works. If it does not, well, you get the idea. Then, well, should be okay, mostly. I'll just stay pointed in this direction and keep burning, and hopefully that will work. Hopefully. Ooh, yeah, wobble, 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 wobble. That is most unfortunate, but it's not also not something we can actually help with. Okay, these are draining, so these fuel tanks should be enough to get us to Duna, this bottom set, so even with all the stuff attached to this. So we shouldn't be running into any troubles as far as fuel is concerned. After all, this ship was powerful enough to carry, or designed very similar to this one in any case, was powerful enough to carry 4 decent sized probes to Elo. Let's turn slightly to adjust. There we go. And 2x. And 3x. Please don't rip yourself apart. Please, I'll buy you something nice after we're done with this, but please don't rip yourself apart. Okay, we are getting there, however slowly. Okay, yes, 150 meters per second delta V left. Actually, at this point we want to exit the physical time warp and give the game a chance to catch up. Whoa, that's some really bad lag. I think it's cause it has to actually simulate all that engine pushing on things that it's so horribly, horrendously bad. Okay, at this point I'm just gonna remove the maneuver wherever it is. Come on. Come on. Goodbye. Ooh, that's bad. If you can't handle it, I don't blame you. Feel free to, you know, do whatever you have to. Right, here we go on our way to an intercept. Fuel looks pretty good. Gently now, we don't want to miss it, because turning this thing around would be insane. Like literally, my head would explode. There we go, we have an encounter. There we go. Okay. Aero braking is of course an absolutely insane proposition with something like this. I do intend to turn these off. Ah, and it apparently drained... oh no, of course it didn't. Actually, what I might do, what I will in fact do, is transfer the fuel from these into the center part to minimize the amount of fuel that is swinging around behind the ship like that. And in front of it, for that matter. Might wobble a... well... through the actual docking thingamajiggy should be able to compensate better with less weight involved in this swinging around, I think, maybe. Or at least they'll be put under less stress. We should now be well on our way. I mean, we should be on our way to Duna, so can take the time to just calmly transfer things over. In, there we go. Is that actually worse, or is it better? Hard to tell. And yes, I know I'm unbalancing things. I will fix it like this by transferring fuel from the center tanks like that. There is just enough. Well, there's 2 of these, so, and 4 of these radially mounted, so I can always just transfer fuel into these and then distribute it between those if I have to. I mean, I can always shuffle things around if I really need to, which is useful. Which one's the empty one? There's at least... no. Out. There we go. Okay. So that should be goodish. Yes, it does wobble a lot because it's very long. And this, and this we just filled, I believe. Yes, we did. And the game believes we are under acceleration, and frankly... ooh, actually, yes, let's keep accelerating, but what I would like to do is get at some more of these. Ah, I can't disable them right now inside Time Warp, unfortunately. Oh, I can't wait until I can get rid of this. Right, both of these will be capable of returning in various ways to Kerbin, I believe. I think. Yes, we still have an intercept that hasn't gone away through some bug or glitch or whatever. Ah, apparently we're draining energy somehow. But that isn't important, we have a nuclear reactor on it. Ah, yes, the main mothership has a backup computer core in case it needs to be piloted on autopilot for whatever reason. We have 4 leftover stages which are capable of docking from previous, we'll call them unmanned probing missions, which we can use to rendezvous with and refuel our spaceplane in case we don't have enough fuel once we make it into orbit to rendezvous with the Goliaths, or we can just fly them to the plane, park them next to it, and then use the plane's RCS to finish the docking procedure. Either way, it should be okay. Hopefully. Yes. Although they would not have a lot of RCS on them, so it would be mostly jet fuel, rocket fuel that I would get. But you can't have everything. Sort of a backup. I'm gonna aim to rendezvous with the Goliath if I can, but I might not be able to. Okay, we're passing northwards of it. At this point, I do believe we need to do a few adjustments. Unfortunate but necessary. Unfortunate but necessary. I need to be in a semi-equatorial orbit in order to make this work. Really sorry, has to be done. I don't mind if I'm like 20-30 degrees off, but I need to be within those 20 or 30 degrees. In fact, come to think of it, yes, I could do it like that, I suppose. That might work, but we'll see. Ah, yes, and this... Okay, let's just... Okay, we're gonna have to do another burn upwards later on to compensate for this, because we are already above it and now we're just pushing ourselves down. Right? So, we'll have to even out our actual heading at a later... Yeah, we're just about horizontal there. Actually, once we actually intersect with the planet, we can do our adjustments more or less at our periapsis, I believe. Anyway, I should be on a equatorial orbit around Duna, and we can use that as our indicator if we have to. But we shall get there very shortly. Okay, so there, let's set that as target, and since we're not in orbit, I believe it's not gonna show us that ascending descending node stuff, which is unfortunate, but I expect it can't be helped. And look at how much fuel we have left over. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Those are mostly there if I somehow manage to get into a really unlucky orbit where I'm like orbiting in almost the opposite direction from my mothership, which I would not like. Let's turn on the RCS. I believe I've turned off enough of those anyway. Yes, I believe that we are only using the ones we should be using, namely those of the ship itself. Oh, that's a cool view. Yes, it looks like a burnt piece of coal, kind of, to me, actually, like it's been scorched by something. I don't know why, but that's the impression it gives me. I mean. Okay. There will be a lot of quick saving in the actual flights, I believe, because I don't want to screw it up and I only have the one space plane. But if we can manage it, it should be pretty... Please don't twist off course like that. There we go. And speaking of which, let's quick save before we do anything interesting. Okay, that should be good. Actually, I think I might do the mission to Ike first. Yes, I believe I will in fact do that first. But first we need to make a stable orbit and then we can worry about missions and stuff. Okay, XXX. That, as you can see, is going up rather... Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, so not having anything in here actually makes it easier for things to wobble. I believe it's because the SAS is overcompensating. So, removing the fuel from those might not have been the best idea. So to that end, let's correct this problem. I'm only gonna transfer it into the central tanks now while we're burning. But yeah, it's the SAS, it's the fracking SAS, it's overcompensating and it's threatening the whole mission. An advanced SAS used to be such a good thing. The avionics one is still a good thing, but oh man, that whole thing is kinda screwed up. Kinda sucks. Ah, and that would have, yes, screwed that up. Right. Okay, that should reduce the pendulum effect slightly. Yeah, it's a lot better now. Actually, I would like an orbit with a little bit of funkiness in it. Well, actually, screw that. We're going to Ike first, so yeah, screw that. I'm gonna arrange for us to have an Ike intercept, for the lack of better term, and once we have that, I'll end the video and we will continue in the next episode, I believe. Actually no, we can wait until we're in orbit around Ike and then we'll do the landing and rendezvous as a separate thing. Okay, stuff's looking good. Okay, time warp off. Now things are about to get interesting. Okay. Believe I want to be burning slightly northwards still with this in order to just that. Ooh, frack. Actually, that is bad. Alright, yeah, we came in from entirely the wrong side. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this. I'm gonna burn until my orbit turns completely around. Should have enough fuel to pull that off easily. We need about 300 meters per second of delta V or something. Okay, that should go away momentarily and then it should come back as something else. Okay, throttled up. Okay, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. We want a 90-degree orbit around Duna. Okay, that is good-ish. That would give us a straight. Okay, we want to orbit Duna first, once. And another one. Alright. Well, not orbit Duna once, but just have a Duna orbit. And we need to burn this way to adjust things ever so slightly. That should be good. Anyway. Yeah, that's some interesting orbital mechanics there, alright. Fuel is looking very good, we should be fine on that. Alright. Alright. But that would lead us to a... Do I want to play it like that? I could probably manage it. But do I want to rendezvous in? You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Okay, quick save. There we go. Have fun, guys. We'll meet you later. And hopefully that will work out alright. I'll be really unhappy if it doesn't. Okay. Let's push that periapsis out a bit so that we don't get captured. Whoa! And there's it spinning out of control, apparently. Right. Okay. Okay, and that's bugged out, and unfortunately I need that. So, anyway, anyway. Well, maybe actually I should quick load and... Yeah, I should quick load because I didn't refuel those. Anyway, yeah, actually let's park it in a proper orbit, all of it, I mean. Let's not do crazy maneuvers on second thought. It would be cool, but I want to make sure that that thing actually gets back to the mothership. So yeah, pass on that, and here we go. Gonna set up... Ooh, yeah, see, it looks kind of burnt and scorched. Add manure here. That's not good enough. Or rather, too good in a way. Something like that will do. Okay, so I'm gonna turn now until I'm facing the right direction. Just 112 meters per second is not a lot. Anyway, yeah. But I believe we'll do that in the next video. So, see you guys in a second.